Hey everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a deluxe monthly planner walkthrough and budget planner setup video for you guys today. So hopefully I can get through this as quick as possible. I will say I watched Jen Plans. I will link her up here probably. I've watched some of her videos multiple times, and yes, some of this is directly from her video. Okay, she seems to have it together. She was highly recommended from a bunch of groups that I'm in, and I need to start somewhere, so I'm trying to implement some of the things that she's doing because some of them meet my needs. So obviously you need to do budgeting things that work for you, but this is what I am going to try and hopefully it will work. It's all about implementation, right? Like I can spend all day long setting this up, but if I don't follow it, that doesn't help. So I really think I can follow hers and I can understand the concepts behind it, which is more important. Not more important. It's important for getting started because then you're like, oh, that's why I need to do this. Anyways, I really like my nail polish with this camo cover. That's really cool. This is my deluxe monthly planner. I just got a silver coil because I was not paying for an upgrade for a budget planner. Like that doesn't make sense. And I'm totally fine with the silver coil. So let me walk you through real quick. I have a haul up here that walks through this as well, but I'll go really, really quick. So you have your, removable cover. I got the 7x9. It's a dated planner and it has tabs. In the past they didn't. And I got the colorful just because I thought it would be a little more fun to kind of see the month by month with the change in the color, as well as I'm not going to be using a lot of stickers in here, so it will provide some additional attractiveness. So you have your title page, you have your quote page, and then you have your overview. I did get this for August through July, so I might cover up these other months and make a key because I'm thinking I will use these little transparent stickers that I got from Erin Condren, the Colorful Circles sticker pack. So these are transparent and you can layer them over. And then they also have metallic rings that you can layer around the numbers. So I might use those on here, and I'm thinking about some of these ideas. Again, I'll link Jen's video that talks about this a little more. I'm not going to set this page up yet because I don't have my head wrapped around it. Maybe another video. Then you have this page. I haven't decided what I'm doing with these yet either. She does like a month by month, kind of like what are things coming up that maybe you don't normally have coming up, so you can remember to budget for them, like birthdays or vacation or whatever. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do with this or not. We will see. Then you have a note page, a quote, a 2-page monthly spread. You have 4 pages after the month, and then you can see the color change from the yellow to the purple for the next month. So again, you have 1 note page in front, the quote page, a 2-page monthly spread with a little look ahead if that's something you're into, and then you have 4 note pages before you change to the next month. So you've got 1 in front of the month and 4 after the month for the entire planner. And then you have note pages at the back. You can get a variety of number of note pages. I got I think it was standard 40 or something like that, because I don't expect to use a ton of those. And then you get 2 pages of label stickers, a pocket just like your planner on either side, and I haven't used any of that yet, and then again your cover. So that is the setup, and I'm going to leave it over here on August. You guys might be wondering why I'm doing an August to July planner for a budget, and it's because I'm a teacher, so my new salary will start with my August paycheck, and then that will continue until July of the following year, and then the next August would be the next school year's worth of paychecks. So it makes sense for me to be budgeting on that schedule where my monthly payment is going to, or my monthly income is going to be the same, minus like tutoring hours and stuff like that. But the general like standard what I earn each month will be the same from August until July. So it worked out perfectly that I kind of found her videos, and I'm starting this because I'm filming in July right now. So I already showed you guys these stickers. I won't use these in this video, but I wanted to show you that's probably what I'll use on that page. Jen links Chrissy Ann Designs. Also, she makes similar stickers. I know some other shop owners do as well. I just happened to buy mine from Erin Condren because I bought it all at the same time. Then I have these monthly stickers from Erin Condren, and they have circles and labels and stuff like that. I will probably mostly use it for the months, and I think I'm going to use the silver because of the silver coil. But I also have the gold and the rose gold. And then I have a bunch of other monthly stickers from other shops, which I may use on other pages as well. And then I have quote pages from Creating & Co. Some of these are kind of about like working out and things, but they still fit like 3 months from now you will thank yourself. That applies to whether you're working out, eating healthier, drinking more water, getting more rest, you know, finances, things like that. So some of these are still going to work. And I just figured I would maybe throw in some motivation on some of these spreads, especially some of these bigger ones, because I don't usually get a chance to use them in my planner. And then I ordered a bunch of budgeting stuff from Sweet Kawaii Design. So these are password pages, and these are small. They're meant for, I think, a personal size planner, but you can fit 2 side by side in the Erin Condren 7x9 planner. So I bought 2. You can put a website, a username, and a password. I strongly recommend that you put hints instead of your actual username and password. Just do little things to remind yourself in case your planner was ever compromised. But I bought 2 of those, and they're real cute. They have little locks and stuff. And then I bought 4 of these because I will be doing the debt, well, I've started already, the debt snowball payoff method, and I will link some snowball debt calculators and things like that down below. The premise is that you pay off your credit card, the lowest balance first, and then whatever monthly payment you were making on that card, you then apply to the next card after you get that one down to 0, and then you don't spend on it. And then you pay off your next one, and then you apply both of those, you know, whatever your new total was, to the next card and things like that. There are other ones where you pay off the highest interest first, things like that. I'm trying one. If you guys have any feedback or knowledge, let me know down below, but I'm just trying one. So I have these operation debt payoffs. So you have company, account number, website login, due date, minimum payment, password, interest rate, credit limit, starting balance, and then you can put your balance each month, the amount you paid, and then the date you paid. So these will be particular to my snowball method, and I did buy 4 of them. I just figured, you know, you can put 2 side by side, and I just figured I would get 4 right away. So hopefully I can pay down that much debt. And then I got time to budget stickers, so I can put one of those on each month. I have loan due stickers because I have student loans that I'm paying off. I have rent due stickers because I do rent an apartment. And then these have 3 things on them, I guess. They have car payment stickers, insurance, like car insurance payment stickers, and then there's some motor oil and put on winter tires. And then I have a bunch of pages, I think 3 pages of these bill due stickers. So they're a little cloud, and you could put the amount next to it or something. You could write what it was for. You could check off a heart if you wanted to. So they're real cute. They're not too big. They're like the size of my thumb tip. So, you know, I figured those would work. And these are all from Sweet Kawaii Design. And I'll use a lot of these on my monthly spread. So that is the kind of foundation of what I'm going to use. But then let me show you what I'm actually going to put on the pages. So in Jen's video, she writes everything by hand. She obviously uses a ruler. It's very nice and neat and beautiful. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want to write every month. I want to get down to it and get going. So I made Word documents with this like some of the things that she was talking about. And then I pre-filled in some of the things that I will have to either save for or pay for. So the first thing she talks about is sinking funds. I will link her video up here. She does a great job of explaining it. And like I said, I watched some of her videos multiple times. But sinking funds are basically things you need to save for in the future and you don't necessarily know when they're going to happen, or you do know when they're going to happen, but you kind of have to save month by month so you don't have one month where you have a large chunk of money coming out and then nothing coming out the other months. It's easier if you do a little at a time. So that could be a homeowners association fee. It could be your car insurance if you pay it like every 6 months or something. It could be a trip you want to take and you want to save for. It could be a medical expense, putting on winter tires. It could be your car registration. I have things like my teacher recertification. I have to take classes and I need to pay for a license renewal every 5 years. So I don't need to save a ton every month, but I do need to save for it so I don't all of a sudden have this large bill or not be able to take a class because I can't pay for it. So this is my sinking funds page, and it will go, well, I guess I should leave this open. It will go before each month, and I made these a little bit smaller than the whole page because I didn't want to have to like not cover the flag or cover the flag or whatever. I didn't want to deal with the coil. I figured I can put a title up here. I can run some washi over here. It will make it cute and I'll be done with it. So I can use yellow, and then purple and then so on and so forth. So I'll be able to run some washi and just go. I might put a month sticker up here, whatever the case may be. And after I get done explaining all of these, if you guys are interested in them, let me get to that. So again, sinking funds are things I need to pay for in the future that I need to save a little bit at each month. So you have your starting amount. So like if you're just starting, these would all be zero. If you have money already saved for things, you could put in what you have saved already. And then your monthly addition is going to be like, what are you putting in each month? So my teacher recertification, like literally maybe it'll only be $5 because I have 5 years to save for it and it's only like $75, but I still have to pay for it. So maybe this is only $5. I wouldn't pay anything out because I'm not recertifying currently, and then my ending balance would be $5, and then you would transfer this over to the next month. So if this was August, the next month I would have the same sheet and I would transfer whatever the ending balance numbers are on that one to the starting amounts on the next one. So that's how that one would work. And I put in things that I know I need to save for, and then I have blanks because I don't really know. Like, I've never done this before. I've always kind of wondered, like, oh, well, how do you budget for like this medical bill that you don't know that you're going to have because you randomly get sick, a half a year from now? I was always like, how do you do that? And the concept is simple, but I needed something more structured than, oh, you just keep the money in your account, because if the money was in my account, I would spend it. So that didn't work for me. The money that I'm going to put in for this will go in a separate checking account. So I will have money. My idea is that I'll have money auto withdrawn from my paycheck for whatever amount I need for this chunk, like whatever the total is that I would be adding, and just have that withdrawn from my bank account each month. I already have some money drawn to put in a savings account each month, but I figured I could do the same thing into a checking account, and those checking and savings are linked at the same bank, which is separate from my regular bank. So I can't just like move money around. I actually like have to go to an ATM or go to a bank to do it. So it makes it harder instead of just like everything's online at the same bank. I know myself, you guys. Okay, so that's the first document. The second document is for after your month, and this is hers was definitely different. This one I kind of just adapted for me. So I think I'm going to try cash envelopes. So I have what I'm expecting to have for cash each month. So I'm going to take $200 out for groceries, $40 for eating out or entertainment. It's kind of a flexible category. It's just whatever I end up doing with my friends. And then $20 per month pocket money just for whatever. Like maybe it's Starbucks and maybe it's, you know, I want extra something special at the grocery store, or maybe my eating out was more expensive. And it's just like a little buffer where the money can kind of go wherever I want it to go. So not a lot, just a little. I might have to reduce that even more. And then I broke it down. If that's how much per month, this is how much per week, assuming a 4-week month. And then I put all my bills and subscriptions. I will be putting on this spread, I will be putting stickers like the ones I showed you for all of my bills, because I like to see where they fall in the month. I like to have, you know, do I have travel coming up? I still want to use this functionally. I just won't be using sticker kits. I'll just be using stickers and washi. And that way I can see my whole month at a time, because that really, really helps me. So that's what I'll do with that page. So what I did here is kind of all together. So I have these bills. I know it's insane. That's why I'm doing this, right? And then I have, it's bills and subscriptions. So I have my minimum amount due, and I put a dash if it was just like a subscription or something, or like rent and parking, like that never changes for me. So it's not a minimum amount due. Like I either have to pay all of it or I get kicked out. Like there's no minimum. So the minimums are more for the credit card kind of things. And then I have the amount I actually paid, because sometimes I pay extra for, you know, various bills. And then for the one that I'm doing the snowball for, you start with 1. I obviously pay more than the minimum. Otherwise you never pay down that bill. And then for the ones that I have on auto pay, I have the date already in here. So like my Bank of America is on auto pay, and it comes out the first every single month. So those are already on there. And then I have just, you know, spots to fill in the rest. And then I left a couple extra in case I forgot one. I don't think so. I'm pretty good about keeping track of my bills, but you know, I've been looking at this document all day. It's possible I made a mistake. And then I have my total from auto pay. So whatever these amounts added together are for these ones that come out automatically, I'll put here. And then the total for the rest of it, I will put here. Just, I don't know that I need that number, but just to have it, you know, just to know what's coming out automatically and what am I scheduling, I guess. Also, it will vary because my Hungryroot subscription, sometimes I get it once a month, sometimes I get it twice a month. You know, it depends. So these are things I need to pay down, or their subscriptions every month, or whenever I want them. And yeah, so that's all of that, and that will go on that page. Again, I can add washi. And then the third document I have is kind of keeping track of the rest of it. So I have incoming money. So I have my, you know, my standard monthly income. I get this paid the same amount every month. And then my income from tutoring. So if I do tutoring, I get paid $25 an hour extra before taxes. And then whatever extra money I have, I can add there. And then income from Mary. Mary is my aunt, and she sends me a check for $100 every 4 months to pay for my parking. So I pay for my rent and parking all together. So I don't like wait for her check to pay for my parking or something. I just assume like that's my check, and then I get an extra $100 every couple months from her. And then if I had any extra income, I have I do surveys online for one company, so sometimes I have just a little extra money in there. Or if like you returned, you know, a shirt or something like that, sometimes it's easier just to throw it in the extra income instead of adjusting like an expense or something like that. Also, I use the EveryDollar app on my phone. Just as an FYI, that's where like the budgeting part comes in, where it's like, how much are you spending on stickers and how much are you spending on, you know, going out or Starbucks or whatever. I use the app for that, and I just use the free one. I don't like my accounts linked. It kind of freaks me out, I'm not gonna lie. And then if you add all those up, that would be total income. And then my outgoing money would be the cash. So these amounts here, my auto pay bills, which would be here, my scheduled bills, which would be here. So it's kind of repetitive, but I think I need the accountability, and then how much money is into my sinking funds, which would be this document for the amount that I total, like how much I added together. And then any other expenses. So if it doesn't fall into one of those categories, if it's just an expense, you know, like I bought stickers or whatever, that would be my other expenses because I didn't pay cash. It's not a bill and it didn't go into sinking funds because I don't have that category on here. So that would be my total expenses. And ideally those two would match because like, even if it's savings or whatever, it should be accounted for in here. So those two should match at the end of the month. And then this is keeping track of your outgoing sinking fund. So the date, whatever category it was in, the description, and the amount. So let's say you had two different like car repairs in the same month. So you would add together the two car repair ones. And then for car repairs here, you would put how much you paid out in total. So you can kind of do the rough work here, and then you don't have to worry here, like you're not trying to write in a number and then cross it out or white it out and then write in another number or whatever. You can make your total here and then transfer it to here and then have an ending balance. So, and again, that you would transfer over to the next month. I still have 2 extra pages here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. In Jen's planner, she didn't have like it wasn't set up the same, so she didn't have these extra pages. But in the back, she took care of like car maintenance and dental and medical appointments and bills and things like that, like just a running list of how much that stuff cost her. And I might make pages for that because you'll get a better idea of how much you need for sinking funds if you know how much in total you're kind of expecting to spend, if that makes sense. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put these down yet. Like I'll get to that. Okay. But what I wanted to show you guys is, how I, have them. So when I made them, like I said, I made them on Word. I printed them on sticker paper, and then I just used a paper trimmer to trim them. They're not exactly the same size, and I didn't trim them exactly the same. You could obviously just cut with the scissors. It's not a big deal. And I printed a couple months at a time. Well, actually I printed 2. Just in case, and so I could show you this version. But like I said, these are just a Word document, so if I need to edit it before the next month, if I forgot something or I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a ding dong and I wrote the wrong thing or whatever, I can just easily fix it and then print it, and I'm not having to worry about writing on the paper or whiteout or my penmanship or anything like that. I just picked a font I liked and went with it. And then what I did is I made some blank ones for if you guys are interested. So, because obviously you don't have the same things as me, I just made them general. So this is the sinking fund. So obviously you don't have anything filled in, and the font is slightly different because this is a font I downloaded. So if you like got it on your computer, I don't know what it would look like. So I used a standard Microsoft Word font. But this is the first document, and these are just printed on regular printer paper, which is why they're thinner. And then the second one, I left you some spots for cash, but you could obviously go in and remove lines. You could add lines, whatever you want to do. You could, you know, if you don't have as many bills, if you have more bills, and then you can put in, you know, whether they're auto or not auto or whatever. They're all editable. Do what you want with them. And then the last one, I gave you 4 income sources. So if it's you and a spouse, or if you have variable income and you have income coming in, you know, different amounts at different times or whatever. Again, if you had fewer or more, you could add to those. And then I had the same categories that I was using. And then the outgoing sinking funds section. So if you are interested in these, just send me an email at tigerkittyco@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send them out to you. I don't care. They're just literally, it's one Word document with these 3 papers on them, and you can print them on sticker paper, you can print them on regular paper, you can print them on colored paper, like whatever you want to do. Edit them, change the colors, change the lines, but it gives you somewhere to start because I know I spent a while trying to make this. So if you're interested in that, like I said, just send me the email. I'll write my email down below as well. If you think one or more of these would be helpful for you guys. So I am going to stick some of these down, grab some washi, and then I'll probably come back and do these on camera. I need to kind of figure out where I'm going with this, but let me pause right here and I'll be back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So I put down these again. I put it printed on sticker paper. So I stuck this down. I put one of the Erin Condren silver foil August stickers, because this is for August, and then I just had a sample that someone gave me of this cute bee washi tape, and it only went to like right above there, so I just have the bee washi tape there. And then on my monthly spread I used those Sweet Kawaii Design stickers, so I have all of my auto pay bills on here, and then you know, like I said, if I have vacation or something like that, I can mark it. I don't have any of that this month. I might take washi and cover the days that are not in the month because I don't usually enjoy seeing those. At the very least, I'll probably just go ahead and white these out. Well, I wonder if I should mark my payday. My payday's, like the money I would be spending in August is going to be what I get paid in at the end of July, because I get paid once a month. So I wonder if I should keep that one and then just block out these other ones. I'll have to consider that. I do have payday stickers. I didn't put them on here, but I probably should do that. I don't have them from Sweet Kawaii Design, but that's okay. And then we get like our statement and stuff before we actually get paid, so I'll be able to budget at least the day before. I might be able to do it sooner, but at the very least the day before I get paid, I will be able to budget. So I have that sticker here. And then, like I said, my monthly one. So I have rent, student loans, and Bank of America here. My car payment, Simply Gilded, my car insurance, this is Glam Planner, this is Simply Gilded, this is my Pilates studio, and this is my Sprint phone bill with my Amazon Prime because they're combined. So those are my auto bills, which matches what's on here. And then on these two pages, this one's a little wider than this one, so the washi kind of covers, but oh well. I use this like ruler looking washi tape because I figured it's, you know, back to school on these two spreads. And I will probably always do that where they match in the middle, because otherwise it will drive me crazy. And then I put August at the top of both using these stickers from Plan with K. You get 5 of each, which is really great. So even if I need 2 more, I still have enough. And I actually bought 2 of these sheets because I figured I have my other planner and stuff also for the notes pages and things. So you get a ton. They're not all the same size, like the longer, I don't know. They're a little goofy, but because each of the months matches, it won't look that weird because you won't be able to see like August and September at the same time. So it should be okay, but this is what I put down. So I stuck these down, like I said, and then these next 2 pages are blank until I figure out what or if anything I want to do with them. And then in this note page section, these are perforated, so I decided I'm not going to put something on the back just in case I ever want to write something and then remove it. I won't have 2 things at the same time. It might be a little wasteful. I'm not sure. I don't know. We're just playing all of this by ear, but I put those 2 password keepers, and then I'll probably put washi up here that maybe matches the pink and purple or something. I might white out that green. I don't know. We'll see. And then I put the Operation Debt Payoff for my snowball debt. I just used 2, so I still have 2 left because it will kind of depend on how fast I can pay off the debt. But this will be the first one, and then once I get this one to 0, then I can start paying down the second one, and then the rest of it is just blank. So the only other thing I have are these quotes, and I just don't know where I should put them. Like, I feel like maybe up here, or maybe that's what I should put in here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I won't worry about washi, and I'll just put a quote in there. So, I'll I'll do, actually maybe I will do washi because that would be cute to layer on top. Some of these bigger ones I wouldn't need to, but that's really cute. So because this is going to be the first month I do this, I think I'm going to put this one day or day one. You decide. But what kind of washi should I do, like where it would be okay to be covered? I could do yellow bows. It won't match perfectly, but that might be cute. We'll try it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I put that Simply Gilded washi down. It is definitely brighter than the top, but it's all yellow, so it'll work. And I put 2. I left the middle blank because we are getting the Tropical Collection in the 5mm size in the next subscription box. So I'll probably weave some of that in here because this is too big for the 10mm and obviously too big for the 15. So I think I'll weave some of that in here, and then I might border this one. I figured because it's the first month I'll add another quote, but I might border this box with that 5mm washi also, but that won't come until sometime in August, so I'm not sure. But I'll do that at some point. But that is what I did there. So again, I have my sinking funds, my monthly overview, my cash envelopes, as well as all of my bills and subscriptions, where all of my money is coming from and going, and then if I have any sinking fund payments that I need to make, so that when I do my totals of how much I'm paying out, I just add them up from here instead of having to like write and erase and things like that, or white out or whatever. Now that I look at this, I wonder if I would prefer this page up here and this one next to this one. I might have to think about that for September. It'll probably irritate me that they're different, but I'm not going to try to lift these stickers up. I could always print another one and put them over, I suppose. But I think I might prefer that, because this is kind of like general, whereas this has sinking funds and this has sinking funds. So I might do that for September. I might put this one here on the left on this page before the month, and then on these 2 pages I'll put this one next to this one. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. But yeah, then I'll get to use a whole bunch of different washi's because you have all these different colored tabs. So I will pull, you know, different washi's for the insides and things like that. I think it'll be fun. I hope it will help me get better about where my money is going and how to save for things in the future. This idea is really nice to me. And I like how clean it is to keep track of it. It seems very simple. And then whenever I have extra money, like that money I get from my aunt, I can maybe divide it amongst these things and just deposit it rather than having it just kind of floating around in my checking account and not designated to something. I can maybe put it in this bank account rather than the other bank account that has all of my money for bills and stuff like that. So that is everything. Again, if you want copies of these documents that I made, again, these are the general ones because you are not me. But if you would like these, just let me know. Send me an email at tigerkittyco@gmail.com and I'm happy to send them over to you. Just like write in the email what you're writing about, like, hey, can you send me the financial documents? And I'll send them to you, and feel free to share them. Like, I take no credit for this. I like to have things in document form, and I like to make stuff like this. So that's just how my brain works. If yours is different, then, you know, don't email me for the documents. It's no big deal. And then back here, I think I'm just going to stick all these stickers because this is kind of like a, you know, like a monthly, oops, I don't need those ones. It's something you do monthly, so might as well just keep them all in here. I won't use these. These are my extra Plan with K stickers, and then my gold and rose gold of these other monthly ones, so I won't worry about those. And then I think I'm going to leave these out for now to remind myself on how well, not how to do, but what I want to do with these pages. Again, Jen Plans has a good description in her video that I linked earlier, but I'm not sure how to do that for my own purposes yet. So if I decide to do something with this or with this one that's like groundbreaking, I will make another video and show you guys. If you have any ideas, let me know. One thing I thought was super genius from her is she does her credit check. So she'll mark like when to do a credit check, because you get 3 in the US for free every year. And that way you're kind of doing them at the same time every year. So that would be nice. So I need to check when I last did them to make sure like you allow enough time for the year to pass. And then I can or until, I don't know. I can't remember if I did them this year or at the end of last year. So then I can distribute those throughout my 12-month work cycle. So if you have questions, let me know down below. Definitely go check out Jen's videos. She's amazing. She's pretty straightforward. Most of her videos are very straightforward. And I look forward to kind of figuring out how to do this whole like more in-depth budgeting thing. Let me know what you guys think of my cover also. I think it's pretty dang cute, but it's just something different, right? You guys are used to floral, but I liked the camo, and it's kind of all year long. Not that it really matters, but I just thought it was fun. So I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I filmed a couple videos today and I'm tired and I want to maybe start filling in some of the numbers on this, because again, August is quickly approaching. So even though, shoot, did I do that wrong? August will be my July paycheck, which will be different. So I guess this will be like a practice round for me, because my new paycheck won't come until August 31st, and that will be for September. So then when I get to June, do I have July in here? So June's paycheck will be for July. Okay, yeah. So I think this one is going to be like a practice round for me, because this will be my old monthly amount. So the amount that goes here for my monthly income will be less this month than it will be in, because this will be my July amount. For the August amount, it will be higher. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to stop babbling. I will catch you guys in the next video. Let me know if there's any other budgeting type videos that you guys want to see. I know I asked that in another video also, but please, 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 please let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!